Hey everyone, Nashi here. So I just got super lucky and made my new fairy, and it's pretty much top tier um, compared to some of the fairies I've seen. And I have seen a number of different posts on how to do this, but I haven't really seen too many YouTube videos on how to do fairy crafting, I guess. Um, Making your tier 4 fairy and how to hunt for skills. And I wanted to share the strategy I used. Um, Basically, there's two ways you can go about skilling up your fairy. So, to explain, I had a glimmering fairy, a level 2, or a tier 2 fairy. Um, and I wanted to get it to tier 4, or a radiantly shining fairy. Um, so there's two ways you can go about that. So the first way is when it's unsummoned, there's a button right here underneath the release. There's a button that's called sprouting. And you can sprout, and clicking that button will bring up a new window that has a little dial that spins that lets you insert honey wine, sweet honey wine, or dark honey wine. So the sweet honey wine is purchasable off the marketplace, and it's also craftable. This is the item right here. You have to basically use a hunting rifle, shoot down some beehives. There's a very specific beehive. I can't remember the name of it, but that's how you can get a specific item that you use to make the sweet honey wine. Um, it's not exactly the easiest to make large quantities of. So not a lot of people do that method. I, however, did make quite a bit of honey wine. I think I had 75 honey wine. I can't remember exactly how much I used. But I used my honey wine on my level 2 fairy, or my tier 2 fairy, and got it up to tier 3. And I used it in that sprouting icon, which brings up that dialog box that has the little spinning dial. You add it to, from your inventory, or if you have the dark honey wine. And then it'll either, based on a percentage, you get lucky or you fail. I had a successful sprouting, so it went to tier 3, or yeah, tier 3. And then from there, I was out of wine, so I spent a little bit of money and paid to win it. Not exactly proud of it, but it worked. It had good results, so I'm not too disappointed. This is the dark honey wine. You can buy this from the marketplace. The deals vary, but basically it's kind of rip off no matter what you do. But the higher up in the amount you go, you get a better deal, a little bit better deal. Um, but so I bought some of this, and then I got it up to about 44%, and then I risked it and got super fucking lucky. Made a tier 4 fairy, or a radiantly shining, and from there it was the growth game. Trying to hunt for this specific skill, miraculous tier 5, for the cooldown 2-second for the fairy using your pots for you. So the strategy I used is I bought the extra honey wine that I had, because I did the 25 one. Yeah, I did this one. So I spent 33 bucks on that. I put 3 in here to get it to level 11. As soon as I got it to level 11, I would check to see what skill I got. Now the first time I didn't get Miraculous Tier 5. I think I got Miraculous Tier 4, which wasn't good enough in my opinion, so to reset it, there's another Pearl item. See, this is what Pearl Abyss does, they create a problem and provide the solution. So, this Fairy Queen's Might is the item you use to reset your growth. So it's another 10 bucks right there that I spent. I bought one of those. And then you unsummon your fairy. You go to rebirth and you reset your growth. You have to have the item in your inventory. and then you select it, and it'll reset it back to level 1, but still remain as a tier 4. Um, so then I put another 3 dark honey wine in the growth, and I got super lucky and got a miraculous tier 5. And then from there, I didn't care whatever else I got. I dumped the rest of my my wine in there, and I bought a few items to get it up to level 40, and this is the result. Um, so I got super lucky and got uh, Feathery Step 5, which is pretty OP for processing, as well as when you're grinding and you have a little bit overweight, you don't get slowed down. So it's huge for grinding long hours or processing overnight. And I also got Tier 4 Fairy's Tear, which is an instant resurrect without losing XP. Basically, I don't have to spend 50 pearls now in order to res or have a Fairy's Tear, or whatever the heck they're called, the Alien's Tear or whatever. I don't think I have any anymore. I think I used them up. So now I got this free every hour, so that's pretty nice. And then the breath was whatever. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty OP. Like I said, just figured I'd go over this for those that are interested. This is extremely fucking lucky. This is not a common scenario where I can spend basically around 40 something dollars and get this kind of setup. So don't take this as a true example. I, however, am not going to reset this to show you how it's doing, so, or how to do it properly, but I got lucky. Maybe you will too. Don't get caught in the trap of spending shitloads of money, but I figured I'd at least give you some info and to help you hopefully spend less money if you decide to go this route. So, like I said, main thing is get it to tier 4. After you get it to tier 4, use 3 dark honey wine or just use regular honey wine to get it to like level 10 just to check the first skill, and then I recommend resetting. Someone might suggest something different, but that was the most cost effective for the money that I was willing to spend at the time. So if you have any questions, just let me know. If you like the video, just go ahead and give it a like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will catch you all next time. See ya.